I make this point to my clients all the time when we're messaging about Epstein and they get, I mean, you guys have worked with Democrats, like, you know how squeamish they get about fucking everything.
Yes.
But they'll be like, I don't know that we could talk about this. And I'll be like, guys, they've decided that this is worse, that this is better for them than whatever the fuck is in the files. Like, this is better for them. So the not knowing, asking questions. And Todd Blanche was like, listen, like, there's accusations of violence in here. We can't release all this information. It's grotesque. And I'm like, you have evidence of violence and you're not investigating that? Like, what are you talking about? Or like, they release the personal information of the Epstein victims, but they won't release the names of the perpetrators. It's insane.
Here's one that like really got me with this latest batch of files. Some of the images that the DOJ released had just been uncensored, which is already like insane. There's like some stuff that had happened. I had seen some allegations that they're constantly messing up like whether or not they have victim information in there. But one of the names that they censored, I don't know who it is, and that's a problem. It's the guy who responded to an email that sent an email to Jeffrey Epstein that said, "Love the torture video, by the way." Why are we redacting that guy's name? Why are we protecting that guy, but somehow missing redactions on identifying victim information when for 8 months I had to hear from the GOP, from Republicans that didn't want this released, that they don't want it released to protect victim information. It's crazy. And I'll go back even further to some of the earlier like first files drops that we got, I believe, last November. One, obviously the line has been, we don't want victim information getting out. Democrats want to play fast and loose with these things that could harm victims. As soon as a statement gets released that implicated Donald Trump back in the previous batches, they would instantly release the victim's information if it cleared Donald Trump's name. One of those was Virginia Giuffre. There was like an email thread, or there was some allegation that Trump had been like alone with her, blah, blah, blah. And they instantly underredacted her name to tell everyone that, no, that was Virginia Giuffre. Here's her statement. She said no, even though that's also in question on whether or not how we should look at that. But it's absolutely insane. These people don't care about anything except protecting like their alleged pedophile president.
And I'll just also throw in there when it comes to like protecting the victims are calling for the release of these files. Like, if we want to talk about protecting victims' names, yeah, sure, do the redactions. We don't want information to get out there that will lead to people being harassed or like, people knocking on doors or whatever. But the victims that have come out publicly and been in support of this are calling for the release of the files. If the Republican Party cared about what happened to the victims, I think they would listen to them here, but they clearly aren't.
Yes.
Right. Well, and let's talk about what the floor looks like here, because I remind people of this all the time. It's like, obviously they're covering up for whatever criminality Donald Trump has participated in. But let's say for the instance that like, Donald Trump didn't abuse little girls or little boys, which like I think is a stretch at this point. I believe that they're covering that up for sure.